Welcome back to another week of outfits. I'm so excited that more of you are joining in on this experiment for the year, and likely will continue beyond that, because let me tell you, I am only 2 weeks in, just planned my third week of outfits, and I'm wondering why it took me so long. I thought it would be cool just to give a little reminder for myself and for all of you watching why it is that I decided to tackle my wardrobe, my styling problems in this way. I've absorbed all the content, all our favorite stylists, the Alison Bornstein, the Amy Smilovics, any influencer, Instagram, personal stylist out there. I've listened to them all and I know exactly what to do. I've also spent my whole life forming a career in fashion. My experience working as a designer for many years, working as a stylist for many years, I can definitely put a look together. But I was coming to the point still in my wardrobe wondering why it feels that on some days, quite a lot actually, it feels that I have nothing to wear. In those moments, the help or the style tricks, all the things I know about how to put a look together wouldn't necessarily help. Looking at my Pinterest board of saved looks wouldn't necessarily help. The weather would throw me off, my mood would be throwing me off. I basically came to the conclusion that doing things in real time wasn't the answer. And that's how I came to think that putting myself in a calm space outside of how I'm going to feel on a certain day, that might be the trick. The reason it took me so long to get there is a lot of people say that you should dress for your mood or for what you're doing that day, and I would just assume that I would need to wait for that day and for my mood to see how I feel. Actually, to look effortlessly stylish all the time, I do think you have to pre-plan. You can nip and tweak and have a little bit of a play in the moment, which I have been doing. I definitely think pulling from a smaller base, a smaller rail, a little selection or capsule, if you will, is the key. I also think it's quite difficult to know if we're shopping or if we want to take outfit inspo from a certain outfit. It's difficult to put that into context for our own lives. For my life, let me say for myself, I'm working from home 3 days a week, I'm commuting to London, I'm walking a lot. I never have the luxury of rocking up in a car in pristine condition. I'm generally a bit sweaty. I need to think about being freezing cold and then getting too hot. I need to think about the distances I've got to walk from my door to the station, from the station to the next train, from that train to work. It's a lot of pieces to put together. I want to feel comfortable, but I want to look great. A lot of outfits that are posted online, whether it's from a brand perspective, whether it's something on the runway, or whether it's from an influencer, there's great things to be found in there, but I need to see it in context, and I needed to start doing that for myself. To do that, I need to put some effort in, and I need to do it in a calm space, not in actual real time when I'm stressed out, when I'm in a mood and trying to get out the door. I really love the creativity from last week, and yes, I definitely was warm enough in my cape. One of you asked. I definitely think that was due to a hat that I managed to thrift on my lunch break the day before. I popped that on, felt a bit extra, but definitely loved it. Loved leaning into winter accessories and how different head coverings, beanies, headscarves can really amp up a look and make it feel a bit more fashion and style. And I think that started by trying to move away from the long winter coats, moving into wearing more of my blazers, just trying to have more interesting outerwear. Let's get into it, shall we? Yesterday was a non-day because I had a non-outfit day on Sunday. My period totally knocked me out, and so I didn't change out of my pajamas and sweats the whole day. I worked on the couch and skipped a whole day of outfits. So I ended up wearing Sunday's outfit on Monday, which you would have seen last week, so who cares? Today's outfit is a great example of elevating my dress down looks. I've paired a simple wool, again, like jogger style trouser. This is basically me updating last week's terrible low point. I am wearing the sweatshirt version of the knit, so same color, paired with the same jacket. I'm elevating it with a white loafer. I think it's way more fresh than the sneaker. It makes me feel way more dressed up, and I definitely feel like I've rectified my confusion over that terrible look. I also think when I actually ended up putting the look on, I curled my hair that day. I hate curling my hair. It's one of those things I keep trying like to put a kink or a wave in it. It's just not me. I have straight hair. I own that I have straight hair. I do not know why I do these things. The power of influence, peer pressure from people online, I don't know. Next up, I've got an all chocolatey brown look. These are an amazing pair of chino style barrel leg trousers, and pairing that with a nice little like pile leather trimmed kind of quarter zip thing. I don't wear this a lot, but I absolutely love it. I think I don't wear it because it is the outerwear, and so it feels weird not to have a full open jacket. I don't know if I like that so much, and then it's too thick to obviously put something over the top, so a little bit of a weird one, but we're gonna make use of it this week. The next outfit is a goodie, and I am wearing these nylon joggers again and pairing it with this very long oversized knit. I don't wear this a lot because it is super heavy. It's cotton, it's not wool, and so it's just got a lot of weight to it, but I love the dramatic effect of it, and I love the drapiness for around the house. It feels kind of luxurious in a casual kind of way. I like it with the butter color loafer. If I do head out the house, I've planned my little kind of rain trench drapey little coat, and so I'm covered. Next is an outfit I absolutely love. So on my first day at work on Thursday, I'm going out for dinner with a friend I haven't seen in a while. After work, I love thinking of how I can elevate my work outfit for an evening as well. It's an all black look, just a little grey sweater, and then a men's vintage blazer that I picked up at a charity shop. This was going to go into the queue for reworking. I'm a reworked fashion designer. There's a link in the description box to my website if you want to check out my work, but I decided not to. I am keeping it because it is such a great shape as is. It is a vintage Hugo Boss, and I'm wearing that with a great black skirt. Some good textures here. There's like a nylon band on the skirt, and the rest of the skirt is wool. I'm wearing my headscarf again. I love, love, love how it looks. It feels like really dramatic for me. I know it's really simple, it's just a headscarf. I don't like the look or feel of a balaclava, even though I love them on other people. I think this is a good compromise, the little headscarf. This one is a bit of a risk. I feel like I'm getting more creative, which is a good thing, but I feel like I'm really branching out here. I'm either wearing the things that I really deep down have wanted to wear, or I am just being crazy. I need to go back to my basic self. But I think this is sort of the fruits of the labor, you know, the time and effort that are being put into this are coming out in new takes with the things I already have. This is one of my own shirts. You see Melissa Monroe. I'm very proud of my work. I'm not bragging, but yeah, I do love what I do. This shirt is really cool. It's got like a twisty detail in the back, which makes it great actually for layering because you don't have to worry about tucking the back, and the back doesn't like come out throughout the day. Wearing it with a little knit vest, I realized that I've not been wearing these knit vests as much as I normally do. More shirts, more layered vests, definitely on the list. A favorite skirt of mine, but don't love the proportion on me. And this is what I don't love about this outfit, is the proportion. I've layered my red bomber jacket over the top. This one is such a good one for kind of lifting or giving a bit of a punch to a look. I like the side profile quite a lot. I'm not sure I like the front profile because the hem of the shirt kind of like breaks up the skirt and the proportion looks weird to me. Do I actually love that? Do I love the weirdness? I'm not too sure. Wearing it with a fabulous vintage earring. I thrifted these on one of my sourcing trips. Real silver, just absolutely love them. Also popping on a thrifted hat. The thrifted hat returns this week. Really love this baby. Feels like a lot, this outfit, but I think a lot in a good way. Lastly, another shirt look with a skirt. Just wanting to bring in more shirts, more skirts. Moving away from sort of cozy winter outfits. Is that default to want to feel soft and sort of like, yeah, just comfy in our things, but I do feel comfy in my other things. With a cozy little heat tech under here, I'm gonna be fine. And so I want to lean into just wearing all my clothes more, even though it's winter season, not just jumpers and sweatshirts all the time. This one's not much to it. It's just a black sort of denim pencil skirt. It's another piece from the place that I work, Martha Stance, really great bomber jacket. Really, really fun. Love working there, love styling clients there. I like the proportion of the straight pencil skirt, and this is very like voluminous and kind of like a little bubble. I think it just looks interesting and cool. Love it paired with the red boot as well. I am not a fan of wearing an ankle boot with a skirt. I prefer a taller boot, sort of a mid-calf or up to the knee. But I'm gonna put black tights on with this and wear this ankle boot because, you know, it just looks good. And I figured out it looked good because I had the time to figure that out, because I was calmly preparing this before the week has begun, and that is so important. And that is it, guys. That is the rail of outfits for the week. Tune in next week to see what I actually wear. Pop your comments down below. I absolutely love hearing from you. I think partly my goal here is to form a community of fellow like-minded fashion people. As I said, I work alone 4 days of the week, so I'm always starved for contact. So thank you so much for popping up and weighing in. I hope you're enjoying this journey with me, and if there's anything else you want me to mention or pop into the videos, let me know down below. I will absolutely do that. The ideas are streaming in. I can't tell you how refreshing, invigorating, inspiring this whole process has been. Absolutely fabulous. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.